Hi everyone, I'm Daniel. I'm Mama's youngest son. Y'all know her as Jan. I get the privilege of calling her Mama. Uh, this video that you're about to watch is something that I have come up with on my own. I've had the idea of giving Mama a challenge, and so this challenge is to do something whimsical, and I told her to do a cupcake. So this video, she's going to be making the cupcake, and I hope y'all enjoy it.
Our painting today is called a Whimsical Cupcake. Our paints today are white, black, cad red deep hull, chrome oxide green, princess pink, flamingo pink, pearlized wine red, and pearlized white. The paint brushes we'll be using today is a number 12 flat brush, a number 10 flat brush, a 10/0 liner brush, and a 5/8 angle brush. So our canvas today is an 8x10, stretched, primed, and ready to go. Let's get painting. I've started with my canvas, and I have went ahead and sprayed it, and so I've got it damp, and I just brushed it out. And I've taken some light blue violet and some white, and I've just made a little violet color. And I'm going to come about if I divide it in half, I'm coming about 1/4 of a way, and I'm just going to put my paint down. And of course, you know me, I like to do my sides. I'm just trying to get it turned where I can get my top here. And it's a very light color, and that's what I want. So I'm just going to put this on and spread it on. And come down a little bit, it's not going to kill me. We're just going to get that on there. I've got this same color, but I've got it a little more blue violet in it. And I'm just going to come around and paint my sides again. It is very close in color. I might should have went up and down that way, but that's okay. Oops, now I can't get my fingers there. Alright, so I'm just going to bring this down here and try to get this a little darker is what I want this. And if I have to add some more blue violet, that's fine, because I am going to add some more eventually. But yep, it's a slip slider. What can I say? I'm just coming across and getting that smooth out. It doesn't matter that it's coming. But you can see that this is a little darker than that up there. And so at this point, this has just got to dry. Alright, I've got it dry. I have a few little spots up in here that probably could use another coat, but I'm not putting another coat because there's going to be stuff on it. I did have one spot here that I knew I didn't think nothing would, I don't know if anything will cover it up or not. So that's why I did not, I put in a little coat right there and dried it. So that's what our background is looking like. Now I'm going to take this hair bottom, and I seen this, another lady do this, and I thought that's a pretty good idea, because sometimes I use other things to do, but I use my finger a good bit, especially when I'm making like moons and stuff. So I'm just going to take a little bit of paint and make a little circle, just little circles, and let them fade out into, we can do little tiny ones, we can do bigger ones. And they're just kind of gonna, they're hard to see, but yet they're there. And I just come in, had a little more paint than I needed right there, so I just made a little one. And like I said, just any size, any size. And I mean, this, now we're going back to finger painting, y'all. I enjoyed it as a kid. I enjoyed doing that as a kid, didn't you? Okay, if it comes, some of it comes off the edge of the canvas, that's okay. And it doesn't have to be in every spot, but we do want it, you know, I like it covered just to give it a little different something going on. Now I got a little more white in here, so, but it still blends in on the palette and on the canvas. And if that's a little bit too light, I can go back and put some of this darker. I didn't blend it all together, I reckon. Okay. Put a little one here, and maybe a little one right here. And I'm going to wash my finger off. I don't know if I told y'all, but when I did that other one, I used my 12 flat. This time I'm going to use my 10 flat, and I'm going to just wet it a little bit and wipe it off so it don't have a ton of water on it. And I'm going to pick up some just that light blue violet on my brush, just a little bit. And I'm going to come in here and lay some shadowing in. Just a little bit. And if I find that's too much, I can always pick up some of that other color and just kind of blend it in. And I've got still got some shadowing going on there. And so we're just going to put a little more in here, just to give us a little more shadowing. And maybe a little over here. Okay. So at this point, everything's got to dry. I've got my pencil here, and decisions. I hate to tell you, when I write a lot of times like this. So maybe y'all do it too. So a lot of times when I want to draw, I tend to want to slant it, and that's aggravating for the camera, but you know, I can't help it. So I've got to make some decisions. I'm making a big cupcake. So I think I want it to start, I'm going to come about an inch from the bottom, and I'm probably about middle ways, and I'm just going to put me a little line. And I'm hoping y'all can see that little line there. And I think I'm going to bring my cupcake, so that's probably about an inch from there and an inch from here. So I'm probably coming an inch from there with the top of my cupcake. So I'm going to have to round this off just a little bit, because we don't want a, and I got a pencil so that would work. We want a lot of this, even though it's a small canvas, we want it to eat up the canvas. And I have never, let's see, then we're going to just come in. I'm going at an angle. So I'm just going to bring this down. And I'm hoping that I'll have that, let's see, that's about even with that. So I'm coming over here to where it's about even, and I'm bringing this down. Yes. Okay. So this is going to be our top of our cupcake, but I want swirly icing. So we're going to come over a little, probably 1/4 of an inch, and just swirl, and then come back and swirl, and then we're going to come off. So that's going to be that's how our cupcake's going to look. So then we're going to bring this around, and we're going to bring this around. I'm hoping I'm doing this right. Okay. Just want to bring it a little bit more. And then we're just going to keep swirling our cupcake. Next. Because we're going to have different things here anyway. I just want to make sure that's level. And then we're going to bring more. And then I'm going to come up here, bring this around, and bring this around. And if I want to bring that out a little bit more, I can. Once we start painting, if we need to work on it some. I'm actually going to erase something here because I don't like it. And I want just to bring my cupcake. I want to bring my cupcake around. So I'm going to just bring him on around right here. And he's a little lopsided, so I'll just make him a little lopsided over here. Because I want to do something else here. I didn't want to make mine a swirly one. So we can bring this around, this comes around like this. And this is just our cupcake. And then we've got a little line there. So that is the start of our cupcake. I had to pick up some paints at Hobby Lobby the other day, and I'm all about trying to find them when they're on sale, because I got a bunch for Christmas, but I'm running low on red and blue, so I went to Hobby Lobby and I got them on sale. But I also went back to the craft section, and I can mix some paints, but I really wanted, when I sing these, I was looking for a light pink. And I found these. They're 49¢. They're the Crafter's Collection. This one is the pink, Princess Pink, and this Flamingo Pink. And I thought that would be pretty on this cupcake. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to give this baby a good coat of white. I'm going to start out with my, I'm going to use my flat brush, I think. My number 10 flat brush, and I'm just going to pick up white, and I'm going to give my my bottom of my cupcake, and this is to try to help shade in. Whoops, and I went out. I didn't see that. If you do that, that's perfectly fine. Just to give it a smooth it out, so when I go to bring in the red, because I want to do a red bottom. And I might have to get a smaller paintbrush. There we go. We're just going to smooth this out, and that is our bottom. I know we're going to do more for the top, but I want to do the work on this bottom some. Well, we can go ahead and work on the top too. I think I'm going to grab a smaller brush. My 5/8 angle brush would work great with this, because I can work around the edges. I'm going to fill in my whole cupcake here with white. I don't know how Daniel, he decided that I needed to come up with a whimsical cupcake. He said, let me find you a challenge. I don't know what brought the conversation up. I didn't bring it up. I don't know what made him think about it. He said, can actually bring this over a little bit more, because that other side's over a little bit more. He just thought that, he said, once a month I could come up with a challenge. You know, we were talking, I said, you mean once a month you're going to come up with a challenge? He said, yeah. But anyway, he said, yeah, but you need to do a cupcake. So, I've never done a cupcake. But I guess I'm doing a cupcake now, y'all. Alrighty, we're almost at the top. Now, I have to tell you, if you like cherries on top of your cupcake, you're out of luck today, because I do not like cherries. But I'm going to make this a whimsical cupcake, so just want to make sure I got it about level. You know, cupcake's never going to be exactly the same on both sides, but that's close enough. And yep, that's our little whimsical cupcake. I think I'm going to take my sides out just a little bit more here. And over here. Okay. So I want this first coat to dry. Alright, so this has had time to dry. I just got a background on here. I'm using my 5/8 angle brush. I've got some red on my palette. And I'm going to come in here and lay, whoops, if I can, red down. On my cupcake. Let's see, we're just going to have to go across here. Bring it down. Probably going to go with another layer. Isn't that pretty? I love red. I do. I guess Randy's favorite color was my husband's was always red, and mine was always purple. But you know what? Red just makes things pop. What I'm going to do while I'm here waiting, I'm going to pick up some of this light blue violet, and I'm going to come into here and put some shadows. I'm going to go bump it just as close as we can. Oops, I got red. That's okay. I can come back over that. And we're just putting some shadowing down. I'm using my 5/8 angle brush, and I'm just I'm going to pick up some more of this other color and just come in here. The base color that I had. I'm just going to see if I added too much or something or not enough. Because I like the shadowing, I just want to maybe tone it down a little. Okay, I don't want this to just, I'm going to let that kind of rub out a little bit so it just doesn't just blop, it just doesn't stop right there. So there's my shadowing for my cupcake. What I want to do is I want to put hearts on here, but I'm very bad about hearts and making them even on both sides. I know it doesn't much matter if you don't want it, but I would like for it to be a little bit more perfect. So I have a piece of paper, whoops, and some scissors, and I folded it in half, and I'm just going to, if I can get my scissors back in there, cut out a little tiny heart. And if that's too big, then we'll redo it. And it's small. It is small. But yeah, it looks kind of weird, so I'm going to take off some of these, the little petals, the little, make it smaller if I can. There we go. Can you see my little heart? So I told you I'm awful about drawing hearts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my pencil, and this is going to take a little time, but I'm just going to come in and trace around where I want my hearts to be. So that's that corner. It's got to be painted white, and they can be all kinds of shapes. So there. I hope you can see that. I'm going to try to bring it down a little closer. And so there's one there and there. And then I'm just going to bring one right along here. All right. Let's bring a piece of one right here. And now I'm just going to, at this point, let the music play. Got all my little hearts drawn on here. I'm going to use my 10/0 liner brush for this. I'm going to wet it a little bit, kind of wipe it off. And then I'm just going to pick up some white, and I'm going to come in here, and I may have to use more than one coat, but we will see. And I'm just going to put down some white on my hearts. That's what it's going to look like so far. I will tell you, I'm probably going to speed this up and play some music for you, because this is just time consuming. So this is something that if you decide to make you a cupcake and you want to put little hearts on your little cake holder, it's going to take you a little time. So here we go. I am back. I have I let it dry, or I dried it, and then I put another coat on it. So it's got 2 coats on it, and it's completely dry now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 10/0 liner brush, and I'm going to put a little water. I've got some black on my palette, and I'm going to use a little bit of water to try to get it runny like. And I'll wipe my brush off, and I'm going to grab it just around the tips, and I'm going to come out and outline these hearts. And I'm going to try to do it a little bit of paint and really light. We'll see how it goes. Oops, it's not working. Okay, so I may fix that little touch up right there. And then again, I may not. You just never know. And you see how I did that? It just takes a little bit of, I don't like the way that's coming around. I probably will touch that up once it dries. So I'm just going to outline these hearts, and you will see me do it as I play music and speed it up. Okay, so as you see, I went around the edges of it too. I thought about making the little ridges in them, and then I thought, I like my hearts so much, I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably going to have a smooth cupcake holder. So I'm going to attempt, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I'm going to attempt. I'm going to take a little bit of that water, and I'm going to wet my red a little bit. Make it runny like I did my black if I can. We shall see. I'm going to wipe my brush off. And then I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this red if I can. So we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll redo something else. But I think I'm going to come over here and go love. That's cute, I think. So let's do another one right here. And let's just bring it in partly. There we go. Love. I like that anyway. Oh, it's something else. Kiss. I'm trying to think. What else do you find on those little... And I like one word ones. So let's see. Some of them is not going to have anything. So that's, I really do like love. Sweetheart's a little bit too long for me. So we're just going to do it as small as we can. Let's do hug. For some reason my brush is not wanting to roll out a little bit like it should. Maybe I've got my paint a little bit too thick still. So we know we're going to be kissing, and we're going to be loving, and we're going to be, let's go back to love here. I just think it gives it a little something extra right here. We'll just put a U and a G here, because that way we're getting something. And we'll get a, let's see, we'll do a K right. I'm going to have to turn it sideways, so we're going to put a K right here. So we know that that would be doing something else. Okay, so then we got 5 more that we got to decide what we're going to put there. So let's go ahead with, I'm going to turn this upside down and try to put my hand here. I am going to put love on this one. And do I have another one upside down right here? I've got 2 here. Let's put kiss on this one. You got to get that smaller. Alright, we'll cover it here and put kiss. Oh, we won't. I got water on my brush that I can't, it won't talk to me like I need it to talk to me. Okay. Let's go with hug right here. You need 2 more. We can put sweet. That would be a good one. If I can get that many letters on there. That's writing really tiny. Okay. We got one more here. And I'm going to write a small one because sweet's a really tough one. I'm going to write fun because love is fun. If you love each other. It is fun. And I like that. I really do. So we're going to use white, Flamingo Pink, and Princess Pink. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to use my, I'm going to hopefully stay out of this so I don't end up with this all over me. But I'm going to pick up some of my Princess Pink, and I'm going to start laying that down over my white. And it may have to have several coats, I don't know, but I'm just putting some in. So if I go over my colors a little bit, I'm alright with that because that's the icing, and we'll fill it in with some more icing. And if I get to looking at it, I think that's too pointy. We can always decorate it and make it look not quite so pointy. Alright, I'm going to pick up my darker pink, and I'm going to come around my edges here and just swirl some of this in. I like for it to, and I'm gonna pick up a little white and see what it does, because that's what I'm wanting. I just want it to all blend, make icing. Swirls and swirls of icing. And I don't want it just one color. I want it different colors. We can always just pick up different color. I don't want to over blend it, but I want it to have different colors in it. And see, I probably did come down here a little bit too low, so I'm just going to bring my pink on down. And I may have to come back with more coats. That's perfectly fine with me. I'm just gonna add some white to this. I'm just swirling. However, how it ends is how we want it to look good. We want it to be good. Okay, so we're going to bring this around. And I still may end up bringing some more in. But let's just get some swirls going on here. I'm going to try a little bit of red with this and see how the red makes it pop a little bit close to the edges, make it a little darker. Gives it a little more rose colored. I like that. It's just doing some red with our colors. And if I get too much red, I'll just wipe it off and pick up some other colors. some white if we need to. I've got a little bit red in here that I want to. Trying to treat it as if I'm icing a cupcake. Can't always do that, can we? But as you see, I'm going swirling this way and I'm swirling that way. So I'm trying to keep it flowing. I don't want so much red, but I do want a little red in here, a little, just to give it some little darker colors. I'm picking up some of the other two pinks. I like that. And then I'm just picking up some of my darker pink and coming in here. And there's no rhyme or reason where colors is going. They're just going, y'all. But we're getting icing on our cupcake. That's all I want to do is get some icing on the cupcake. Alright. I'm going to bring in a little more red up here. It just ain't wanting to do what I want it to do. There we go. And I'm coming back this way. So we're going to bring this around, and then we're just going to, and I can bring in some of this in some spots. Just getting a little red with some of these colors. And then I'm going to pick up some pinks, the two pinks, and come in here. Something on my brush. And pick up a little white here. I want to whiten it down a little bit. So, I'm liking my cupcake. I see I got a spot here that needs a little doctoring. And it needs a little pop out on the hips. That's really what it's going to do. You eat a cupcake like this, it's going to pop out on my hips. Okay, I shouldn't say that, should I? I can just see that I don't have to eat a cupcake like this. I just have to look at a cupcake like this and I'm ready to put on 10 pounds. Oh, that's sad. That is really sad. But that's the truth. Okay. I'm just giving it some different, and we may bring some more whites in there after it dries to see, but I'm really liking that, y'all. I have to say, Daniel said do a cupcake, and I really wasn't too thrilled about doing a cupcake. I've never done one, but I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to do that. But I have to say, I'm actually having pretty good fun with this. And hopefully I won't gain 10 pounds just looking at it. I'm going to wipe some of this pink paint I got off. And I'm going to grab a little bit of the red. And it's got some different pinks on mixed on my palette already. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got my light pink. This is my Pink Princess. Is that what it's called? Princess Pink. My pink flamingo, and then my red. And so when I put it on, it's just kind of blending right there. So let's see if we can get some, just a little. Okay, so I just want to let that dry. I'm actually going to come right in here because I can see that I went to wash my brush, but I am going to come back in there. I'm going to grab some of the dark pink and a little bit of the red, and I am going to come right in here because I am seeing a little bit too much of the, yep, of my cupcake holder. So, yep, I like that. Okay. I think I'm going to bring this up a little bit, and then we may end up, yeah, we're going to bring a little bit more pink in here with this lighter pink. Get rid of some of that. Yeah, it went too red. Let's grab some white with it. The white kind of helps tone it down to a more pinkish color. Okay. So I think we have enough paint icing on our cupcake to let it dry and see how it looks. I'm back with my liner brush. I'm going to try to take what white I have on my brush. I'm going to put a little water with it and get it, try to get it a little runnier. And then I'm going to wipe my brush off. And my thing is I'd like to put some fancier little designs on, so we're going to see how that turns out. First of all, I'm going to go around my cupcake. Like that. Just trying to give it some little fancy stuff about it. And I'm just doing this with my white. If you wanted to do it with a different color, you could. But I have to say, I really like that those two pinks that I got from the craft department at Hobby Lobby. It wasn't in the pink section, it was in the craft section. So let's just take that up a little bit more, and we can take this one up a little bit more. And the reason I'm lining it is that makes it hopefully make it pop a little bit more, like putting the trim around this makes that pop a little more, to kind of holds it together. Makes it, defines it, I reckon. And I'm going to come around this way. And again, I may have to put some more water. It's like my paint soaked up all my water. I like that, but I want to take it a step further if I can. So I'm going to try, and if I don't like it, oh well, I'm stuck. I'm going to make me some little zigzags on my cupcake. It just gives it a little something extra. And I don't have to have it everywhere. I can just put some little dashes, some little beads or something on there if I wanted to. But I do want to do some of this. Just make it, there we go. I like it. So I didn't quite get it the way I wanted it. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm just going to put a little dot in there. And we may come in with some pink ones and do some little dots too, so just to give it some pretty. But I like the white. I like the pink underneath, and I like the white popping out from it, so. I am still going to get a little more water here. And I'm just gonna I've gone swirly, not squirrely. I've gone squirrely crazy. And then we can just put a little one over here. There we go. So yeah, I'm liking that. And I might put a little one right here so that we have that to blend in together. All right, so let's keep on swirling. I'm going to bring this one around here, and I'm going to bring this one around here. And then we're just going to put a couple little white dots on our cupcake. Okay, and then I'm going to put one here, and I'll put one right here. Now, you know what? That is a lot of icing on that cupcake. That would make you have a sugar attack, wouldn't it? I'm just going to bring in some of my pink flamingo and just see. I'm just going to put a few of those dots on. I think I'm going to do a little bit, maybe of all of them, of the other color too. Because this one kind of, I'm just putting just a tiny little bit. It's not really showing up. This color is not. Okay, so I do have some of the darker pink. Some of it is popping out, and then I'm going to go with the Princess Pink. I have to think about it, y'all, a little bit. And I'm just going to put in a couple little dots of that and see how that does. I'm not making the oblong sprinkles. I'm just making some little dots. I'm happy with that. Okay, I think I got enough of the little dots on there now. So I'm liking the way the cupcake looks. Once I dry it, then we're going to decorate the top. So I'm decided that I'm going to do something I've never done before. I've never done a cupcake either before, so I've never painted a rose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little red here, and I'm just going to do me a shape here, and I'm going to put it over on my cupcake. And I don't know how it's going to turn out, so let's hope I didn't mess up, because I've never done one before, y'all. Alright, so we're just going to add some different colors in here. I've got white and pinks. I may actually want to make it bigger. I don't know. We'll see. I'm liking that. I'm just taking red and white, pink flamingo, and princess pink, and putting colors on the canvas, y'all. So, yep. And it's fun. It's just really fun. I got some the lighter pink and some of the red that time together. And I'm just going to come in here, and I think I might make me another one. I may go overboard, okay? That's okay. I'm an overboard type of person. I'm going to grab some red and white, and I think I'm going to do me another one right here. I'm going to spin this one around a little bit. Let's just grab some red. Do not challenge me, Daniel, because it makes me go crazy. Y'all need to tell Daniel that now. Don't challenge your mama, because it's going to make her go crazy and she's going to want to paint, paint, paint. Can we get by with just one flower? With just 2 flowers? Well, I've always heard that it was best to have a threesome. That's why I have 3 sons. So, yeah. We're going to do another one, y'all. I'm going to do another one right here. Yep, you see me spinning, right? I'm just got something on my brush. I'm going to pick up some Princess Pink, and I'm going to just come around, and we can put a divider between those two so they don't look like they're attached. Same way with that one. And I'm not through there. That little hole's not going to sit there. Okay. Now, when I get these colors, I will add more color to it. I'm not through with them. I'm just putting some color down. I want to let this dry. I am going to put a red heart on here, but I want more of these colors here. I also want to put some more petals on this one because it doesn't look like it's got enough petals. So let's get some pink and, some red and some white. We can grab some of this pink in there. That does have to, I do want that to dry a little bit more, and I want to bring this in a little bit more with some more depth to close it in better. I'm just picking up some white, and I'm just coming in and putting some different petals in. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to grab my lighter pink, and I'm going to come over here and do about the same thing. Just making some little C's like into my roses, just giving them some more petals. I'm going to try my dark Flamingo Pink and see how that looks in here on this one. I don't know, it might be too light. I don't think it is. I think I might want a little white in there with that too. I'm trying, when I look at it here and then I look at it on the camera, that gives me a different view of it, and I like it. So then I end up liking it. I think I'm going to grab my liner brush, and I'm going to take this black. I've put a little water with it again. Got it, like, I want it like an ink. Wipe my brush off again. And then I'm going to try to outline these flowers and see how they look. Just holding my mouth. I'm trying to hold my mouth still so I can get some of those. Just get some of that black in there to make some of those petals. And then we're going to come along in here because this has got to go this way. We're going to put another flower. So we're just going around and just coming around. And I hope you can see it. I hope I don't have my hand in the way. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to have my hand in the way, but doing the best I can. Go. And you know, the rose never has to be perfectly perfect, and these are just little what, forget-me-not flowers. I don't know, is there such thing as a forget-me-not rose? I don't know. Y'all, I don't know much names of flowers. I know if I like them, I know if they're pretty, but I don't know much about names, so you just have to forgive me. There's that one. So last flower, we're just going to come back in here and give this one a little, I don't know about y'all, but I have to hold my mouth closed and concentrate so that I don't go too wide, because, well, you know what, the one that I made the boo-boo one while ago and went too wide on it, it's right there, it's covered up. So see, I didn't even have to worry about it. I forgot about it anyway. You know what I just did? It turned gray. I went to white. So we're going to go back over this one. There we go. Oh my. I Need to pay attention, Donna. There's part of our flowers. Let's just finish it up. I'm going to come along in here, and then I'm going to come along in here. Then I'm just going to come and touch up some spots in here. Some here, just to give us some flowers. Okay, so there is my version of Valentine roses. My husband used to give me roses every Valentine's. Things you miss. Things you miss. Alright, that's got to come to a dry. It's got to dry. I'm going to just come in here and fill in with some green. I might end up filling in with some white first. Okay, so I just put in some white. That way I can come back in with some green and make it a little darker. And if that's not dark enough for me, I can always go with a grass green. So let's go here. And, oh my goodness, trying to remember what a rose flower, leaf looks like. Well, we're just going to put a few leaves down anyway, so I think they would be bigger. Yeah, I want it darker anyway, so we're going to come in here with some darker. Okay, I like that one. I'm going to pick up some white and green, and I'm going to put one all along in here. Let's grab some more of this white. I think I did the wrong kind of leaf. There we go. And one might make that a little more pointier if I can. So, yep. Okay. We're going to see how this turns out. I think I'm going to add a couple more leaves. Maybe one right here. And one right here. And I'm going to do one more right here. Alright, so I'm going to grab some of my darker green and just kind of come in a little bit. And just give it a little more color. Again, these leaves I probably will, again, probably go in there with black and make them pop a little more too. So, I'm just kind of coming down on one side. I want it greener, I guess, on, well, you know, rose petals are really dark, but also you gotta look at my roses. They are what they're made out of bison. Let's just say they're made out of bison. want to wipe some of this paint off my brush because I feel like I got a ton in the middle where I don't really need it. And this in here, I do have it darker, but that's just more of a fill in. You're seeing what you see. Right. And I still want to come in here with a little more light. All right, and then well, this one got more over there, so I'm going to put it on there, on that side, and then we're going to do it right here too. Okay, and at this point I'm just going to grab a little more white and come in. But I got so much green on my brush, it might not matter. There we go, I'm just trying to blend that in. I'm not liking this one though. Here we go. One day I'm going to sit down and just practice some of these things that I see others doing with their leaves, because I would like to learn to do them. I just don't feel comfortable doing that on camera because, you know, you gotta learn stuff before you can show people what you're learning. Alright, I like that. I do. I like that. So let's go in here. And I got too much green on that one, but that's okay. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to get this white on this one. And it's got a green tint to it, so the white does. It's just a lighter green. Kind of blend in that, just kind of blend, got too much there, just kind of trying to blend that in a little bit more. Okay, again I'm going to pick up my little liner brush. I think my water is, I'm sorry, I think my black is watered down enough that I can come in here. I'm not going to worry about so much outlining this one here. I'm just making sure my flowers, it didn't kill my flowers. If I do anything, I'll do it right there to divide it from my cupcake. But other than that, I'm not worried about that. But I am going to come back in and just start giving these a light touch. Let's see, that just made it pop a little bit. Now what I think I may do is just very lightly just come in here. Just a little line to help divide it. I think I might have told y'all, I watched a video the other day of this woman. I like to watch other people's videos because you learn stuff from other people. And you know, if it hadn't been for Michelle the painter and Joni Young's art, and there's another lady I just started watching, I've learned a lot from, especially Michelle. And so, if you don't watch other people, you don't learn anything. And so I am going to turn my flowers around because I should have started on that side. But you won't see it turned upside down. It'll be right for you. It's just because I don't want to work in wet paint. So I'm working this away. But she was talking about, she took art classes when she was 6, and they told her to, when you're doing this, do it like you're painting on a ladybug. And that really has stuck with me, because that makes a lot of sense. Do it while you're painting on a ladybug. I try. Sometimes it gets a little away from me, but I do try to do it lightly. So I told you Daniel's going to try to start telling me once a month something to come up with. I'm curious to see what I'm going to be painting. I got a Christmas present that I did not show y'all. And these are the artist sponges. And I want to try them. I'm a little nervous about it. But I'm going to take my sponge. I watched somebody take, and I can't remember exactly which one it was. And they took this and they dabbed a little bit. And they made little baby breaths. Just a few little baby breaths. And I'm not even, I'm not practicing, am I? I'm just doing it. So I'm hoping I'm not going too crazy with it, but that's pretty fun. It might be, well, I hope y'all can see it on the camera. That's just my little baby breaths. And that's a cool idea, y'all. And just a little something here and there. Okay. Don't want to go crazy. I don't know how you wash these things, y'all. I'm going to stick it in the water. I hope it don't mess it up. I should look on the bag and see is there a way to take care of it. Because I really don't want to. I just washed it in my water. Look at all them little holes in there. Can you see them holes? That's pretty neat. I guess I should read. Whoa! See? I did it upside down. I don't see how to clean it though. Oh, just rinse it. Well, that's what I kind of did in that one. And I got everything off, so I probably just need to let it sit out and dry. That's what I'm going to do. So I want to take care of these. They had bigger bags at Wally World. Please forgive me. At Hobby Lobby. And I just chose... I knew Daniel was buying these for me for Christmas, so I just decided to get the little bag to see if I would like them. And yes, I like it. Alright, I want this to dry. I've got my little hearts. My little heart. I have my little heart. And I've got my pencil. And so I'm going to decide where I want a couple of little hearts placed. I'm just going to place a couple of them right in here on top. And so I'm going to just trace around my little heart. I'm not writing anything on these, if I can help it. You never know where my mind is liable to take me. So that's one. Let's go, let's put one right in here. I think I might, no, I'm going to put this one. Okay, that's a little bit, might be a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to put one here. I told you 3 sometimes. We'll see if I need more, but I think 3 might be plenty. Alright, I've come in with my little liner brush. I am coming with white because I need to get a base down for this. So let's just start right here. I'm not going to put 2 coats of this white on because I'm coming down on something else, but okay. So I hope you can see that. Yep, you can see that. And then I'm coming back over here with this one. Now, I think I've told you about these paints in the past. I did not. I got them, and I even asked for some for Christmas. These are the Pearlized. This is the Pearlized Wine Red, and I'm hoping this is going to go with this. If not, it's just paint. We'll paint over it. But anyway, I started using some of these when I were doing some of my Christmas ornaments, and I actually like them. So I'm hoping that this is going to look good on here. We'll see after one. Whoops, get too much paint on there. After one try, we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to pick up my Pearlized wine, and I'm hoping these are dry. I know it's going to have more than one coat. So, well, I have to say, I do like that. So I haven't told y'all. I'm going to tell you a little story. This has got to dry. And while I'm putting my second coat on, I'll tell you the little story. I'm just going to try a little green on some of these. Just a little bit. I'm just going to come in and tap some green. A little bit on some of these baby breasts. Just to kind of, yeah, I like that. So anyway, Randy and I, our first Valentine's together. We've been dating, well, we dated 2 months and got engaged, and 8 months when we got married. So anyway, for Valentine's, we got each other presents, and it was so funny because a lot of times I worked at Eckerd's at the time, and we would buy each other cards. And he would come in there and he'd be bought the same card I did. I don't like the way that's doing. I might have to add a little more white to it. But So this time, for Valentine's, he bought me flowers and I don't know what got that red, white on there. Flowers and we bought each other a pillow. Not knowing what the other one had bought. He bought me, it was a big heart pillow that says I love you. And I bought him the small one that says I love you. But we bought, you know, our minds was on the same thing. We didn't go shopping together. We went separate times, and that's what we were telling each other we loved each other. So it's just funny how it ended up being a lot of the same thing that we bought each other. Okay, I'm just coming in with a little green just to give a little that baby breath, a little something. Because I said I didn't want to bring attention to it, but it just looks like it's not even there. And so that's why I'm trying to put a little bit of life to the baby's breath. Just a few little taps here and there. Nothing defining anything really. Okay, so I think I got that. I want to pick up a little white here because I think I went a little crazy with this green. So we're just going to come back over with another coat of this Pearlized red wine. And I've used my small liner brush because I feel comfortable using that in this smaller space. Alright, I'm wiping my liner brush off. I'm picking up my black and I'm going to come around and very gently, and I'm going to have to get a little more water because I think my paint's, even though it's thinned out, it's drying up a little bit there, so I need a little, just to put a, okay, so I'm going to bring this around. This other one here, if I can do it without putting my hand down. There. Y'all, when I started out, I've looked at pictures of cupcakes and got some ideas of how I wanted to do some of it, but as I started doing, I decided I didn't want the little lines in my cupcake. I wanted the words on my cupcake, and then, of course, I decorate it the way I wanted to. I just, and then the topping, I never even thought about until I said, I want to put roses on there. So it's just amazing how you can just start a painting and not have any idea what you're going to be painting and end up painting. Because a lot of times that's what I do. I start out one way and it ends up another way. Alright. I have one other thing I want to try here with these hearts. I also have a pearlized white. And I don't know, I don't think I'm going to show you. Yeah, I did open it. I did open it, but I guess I didn't like it too good. I haven't used it. I'm just going to put a little teeny tiny dot there. I want to do some different things to my little red hearts, just to try to give them a little something else. I'm going to use that pearlized white to do that. I'm just going to bring in some little polka dots here and there. That's all I'm going to do to that one. And let's see, I'm going to roll my brush. And I'm going to try to do some little swirls. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know if that's going to be dark enough, but that's what I'm doing. And you have to go over it with another little coat because, wait, you have to do that sometimes. And I think because I've got the polka dots there and the swirl on that one, I think I'm going to do more polka dots over here. Okay. And see, even though I've got 6 on that side and I've got 5 on that side, it's something different. Okay. So yes, I think I'm going to come back over this white again because it might need it. And it don't really, I'm just making look how it's like eyes and droopy eyes and stuff, but it's not, it's just designs, and I could actually put some, let's put some dots on here if that's going to help any. I don't know. There we go. I just put a few just to make it a little different than the other one. And so here is my whimsical cupcake. I have I hope it was fun, y'all. It really was fun. I'm going to grab my black and I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to put my name. There. So this is one of those paintings I hope you will pick up a paintbrush and enjoy. It was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. So here's my painting. It's completed. It's called A Whimsical Cupcake. And I want to tell Daniel thank you for suggesting this, because it was so much fun painting this. I never would have thought about painting a cupcake, but it took me out of my comfort zone. I painted a cupcake I've never painted, and I've painted roses that I never painted. So yeah, pick up a paintbrush sometimes and get to painting, y'all. It's so much fun if you haven't done it. And if you have, continue to do it because you know what I'm talking about. Y'all take care and God bless.